Rebuilding our nation's schools, one of his top priorities, saying education funding is vital to the country's economic recovery. He recently spotlighted one particular school as an example.
Well, I visited a school down in South Carolina that was built in the 1850s. Kids are still learning in that school as best they can. When the railroad, it's right next to a railroad, and when the train runs by, the whole building shakes and the teacher has to stop teaching for a while.
I was talking about J.V. Martin Junior High School in Dillon, South Carolina. Tashoma Bethea is an 8th grader there who just wrote a letter to Congress asking for economic stimulus money for her school. She's joining me this morning now, along with the superintendent of her school district, Ray Rogers. Tashoma, let me ask you, why did you want to take this extraordinary step of writing a letter to Congress?
I wanted to take the step because I seen all this money being passed around from the stimulus bill, and majority of it was going to places that already had money, and it was skipping over their schools.
You said in this letter that people were starting to see your school, and let me quote here, as, quote, a hopeless, uneducated school, which we are not. We finally want to prove to the world that we have a chance in life just like other schools. But because of the conditions that we're in now, we cannot succeed in anything. Tell us, Tashoma, what are the conditions like there?
The conditions are that we do not have the proper books. We have the teachers, and they struggle every day to help us get our good education. But I think if we had a more advanced school or better learning areas, that it could help improve our education.
Ray, let me just come to you here. The only reason why you knew about Tashoma's letter was because she went to the principal, Amanda Burnett, asking for a stamp.
Obviously, she took it upon herself after she heard the president's message last Monday night to go write a letter in hopes that the Congress or the president would not forget the rural South and across the nation, the school situations that need new facilities and updated facilities, and I think that's what Tashoma was referring to in her letter.
So where did this letter eventually end up?
From the information I have, it ended up on President Obama's desk.
Well, Ray, the last time I was there, and as I said, it was a year ago, January, you had ambitious plans for building some new facilities, not just renovating the old facilities because they are more than 100 years old. What kind of state is that plan in now?
Our communities come together to try to help our situation, but right now we're kind of at the mercy of what's going on with the banking industry.
Tashoma, you were there, as I understand it, when then Senator Obama, who was campaigning for the presidency, came through and spoke at your school. What kind of inspiration was that particular visit for you in terms of what you want to do with your life?
Well, it set a very inspirational point of view to me, and it inspired me to be the first female president of the United States. Because I would love to help schools in other nations and around the world.
Well, certainly it sounds like your heart is in the right place as you pursue that lofty goal. Tashoma Bethea and Ray Rogers, it's great to see you. Thanks very much for being with us this morning. Good luck, by the way, in trying to get some of that money.
Okay. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Well, still ahead. Sure, you love your dog, but would you pay $155,000?